Good morning, Mission India. Namaste to everyone who's watching from home.
U.S. Ambassador to India Sergio Gor completed 100 days in office on Tuesday, marking some of the most memorable milestones in the partnership of the two countries, including the bilateral trade agreement announced in February. Announcing the key milestone, Gor said, "This is just the beginning. The United States and India aren't just talking, we're delivering results." He recalled the major achievements of his first 100 days in office in a post on X, mentioning the India-US trade deal, New Delhi's joining of Pax Silica, defense cooperation, and engagement of government and business leaders at numerous levels. Also read, "Who is Sergio Gor?" Trump's personnel chief, once called a snake by Elon Musk, named U.S. Ambassador to India. Gor noted that he also traveled to Washington to meet with U.S. President Donald Trump, Vice President Vance, and Secretary Marco Rubio to deepen this critical partnership. Gor assumed office on January 19, 2026, saying he was eager to get to work advancing U.S. President Donald Trump's priorities and deepening the U.S.-India partnership. Namaste. Today marks my first day at the U.S. Embassy in New Delhi. I am honored to join this dedicated team and eager to get to work advancing President Donald Trump's priorities and deepening the U.S.-India partnership. I couldn't be more optimistic about the days ahead for both of our nations under President Trump's leadership, Gor said on his first day as U.S. envoy to India. Addressing U.S. Embassy personnel in January, he said no country is as essential as India for Washington, and that real friends can disagree but ultimately resolve their differences, referring to the relationship between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Trump. Amid strengthening relations between New Delhi and Washington, Gor earlier said an Indian trade delegation would be in the United States this week for BTA negotiations, calling it a significant step toward finalizing the deal. In a post on X, he described the prospective agreement as a win-win for both nations. The Indian trade delegation will be arriving in Washington this week, a great step to finalize our bilateral trade deal, a win-win for both nations, he wrote. Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal also said the first tranche of the proposed bilateral trade agreement with the United States is almost finalized, with discussions focused on securing preferential market access for India in the U.S. market relative to its competitors. We have almost finalized our free trade agreement, the first tranche of the bilateral trade agreement with them. We are trying to close the T's and dots on that and work out what would be the mechanism by which India can get a preferential access, market access in the U.S. market compared to our competitors, Goyal told reporters on the sidelines of the India-Korea Business Forum in New Delhi.
It's a big deal. Being the ambassador to India is a big deal. So Sergio, congratulations. I know you're going to do a fantastic job.
Namaste, India. Thank you for the extraordinary welcome I have received. When President Donald Trump asked me to serve here, I was honored. I've spoken with the President regularly, and I bring his warm wishes to you, the people of India. The relationship between our two leaders is real and personal, and that trust is reflected across our bilateral engagement. I came here with a clear mission to take the partnership between our great nations to the next level. Under the President's leadership, we are delivering. The relationship between our democracies is strong, dynamic, and moving forward with a purpose.
In just a few months, we've moved from talking about potential results to delivering actual results. From the trade deal to Pax Silica to defense cooperation, the potential for our two nations to work together is truly limitless. And I aim to fulfill that over the next 3 years. This is just the beginning of the many incredible things that the U.S. and India are poised to do together in the near future. The potential for our two nations working together is limitless. Thank you. I look forward to the journey ahead, and may God bless the enduring friendship between our two nations.